Pygmalion Effect, Sculpting Your Reality, Through the Power of Expectation, by Dr. Jonathan Chuma. Introduction. The Sculptor and the Stone. Imagine walking into a block of raw, unshaped marble. You see its rough edges, its cold, inert surface. But in your mind's eye, you see something more. You see a figure of grace, strength, and beauty trapped within. With every strike of your chisel, with every patient, deliberate stroke, you are not just carving stone, you are revealing a masterpiece that was always there, waiting to be set free. Now, imagine that the block of marble is your life, your potential, your future. This book is about the chisel. It is about the profound and scientifically proven truth that our expectations, both from others and more importantly, from ourselves, act as that chisel. They shape our reality, our capabilities, and our ultimate destiny. This phenomenon is known as the Pygmalion Effect. We are all both the sculptor and the stone. We are constantly shaping ourselves and being shaped by the world around us. The question is, are you creating a masterpiece by design, or are you being chipped away by accident, by doubt, and by the low expectations of others? Prepare to pick up your tools. It's time to become the conscious sculptor of your own extraordinary life. Part 1. The Discovery of the Effect. Chapter 1. The Rosenthal Experiment. The Power of a Label. In the 1960s, psychologist Robert Rosenthal and Principal Lenore Jacobson conducted a groundbreaking study at an elementary school. They told teachers that based on a special Harvard test, they had identified a group of students who were academic spurters, children on the verge of dramatic intellectual growth. The truth, there was no such test. The spurters were chosen completely at random. The results, however, were staggering. By the end of the year, these randomly selected children showed significantly greater gains in IQ than their peers. The teachers' expectations had created a self-fulfilling prophecy. How? Climate. The teachers created a warmer, more supportive emotional climate for these students. Input. They gave them more challenging material and more opportunities to respond. Raw feedback. They provided more specific, constructive feedback when these students made mistakes. Output. They unconsciously gave these children more opportunities to show their knowledge. The teachers didn't know they were doing it. They simply believed in the potential of these children, and that belief, transmitted through subtle, daily interactions, altered the children's performance. The label became a destiny. This is the Pygmalion Effect in its raw, empirical form. The higher the expectation placed upon a person, the better they perform. Chapter 2. The Ancient Myth. Pygmalion's dream made real. Long before psychology had a name for it, the ancient Greeks understood this principle. Ovid's Metamorphoses tells the story of Pygmalion, a master sculptor from Cyprus. Disillusioned with real women, he decided to sculpt his ideal woman from a flawless piece of ivory. He poured all his skill, love, and desire into his work, creating a statue of such beauty that he fell in love with it. He would dress her, bring her gifts, and whisper to her. His belief in her perfection was absolute. During a festival for the goddess Aphrodite, he prayed for a bride like the ivory maiden. Aphrodite, moved by his devotion, brought the statue to life. Pygmalion's belief, his unwavering expectation of her perfection, made the stone flesh. He named her Galatea, and they lived a full and happy life. The myth is a powerful metaphor. Pygmalion's intense focus and belief did not just change his perception of the statue, it fundamentally changed its nature. Your intense focus and belief do not just change your perception of your life, they can fundamentally change its nature. Chapter 3. The Science of Belief. How your brain conforms to expectations. This isn't magic, it's neuroscience and psychology. Your brain has a built-in filter called the reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS decides what information is important based on what you focus on and expect. If you expect to see red cars, you'll see them everywhere. If you expect to fail, your RAS will highlight every piece of evidence confirming that belief. Furthermore, when you hold a positive expectation, dopamine is released. This neurotransmitter enhances motivation, focus, and pleasure in the task. Neuroplasticity is engaged. Your brain literally rewires itself, forming new neural pathways to support the new expected behavior. Cognitive bias is activated. You subconsciously seek out and create opportunities that align with your expected outcome. In short, expectation primes your entire system for success or failure. It sets the stage upon which the drama of your life will be played out. Part 2. The External Pygmalion. Chapter 4. The Mirrors Around You. From the moment we are born, we see ourselves reflected in the eyes of others. Our parents, teachers, friends, and bosses are all sculptors, their expectations acting as chisels upon our self-concept. A parent who expects resilience raises a resilient child. A teacher who expects curiosity fosters a lifelong learner. A boss who expects excellence inspires high performance. Conversely, the Golem effect is the dark twin of the Pygmalion effect, the power of low expectations to destroy potential. The label of clumsy, lazy, or not a math person can become a cage we spend our lives inside. Action step. Identify the dominant labels you received growing up. Which ones have you accepted as truth? Write them down. We will work with these later. Chapter 5. Choosing your sculptors. You are not a passive block of marble. You have the power to step away from a negative sculptor and seek out a positive one. Your social environment is your studio, and you must curate it with intention. Audit your circle. Who in your life consistently believes in you? Who challenges you to be better? Who drains your energy and expects little of you? Seek mentors. Actively find people who see your potential and are willing to hold a high standard for you. Limit exposure. You cannot always cut people out, but you can limit the weight you give their opinions. Stop seeking validation from those who have never believed in you. Your inner sculptor is weakened when surrounded by critics who only see the unshaped stone. Chapter 6. Becoming a positive Pygmalion. The most powerful way to embed the Pygmalion effect in your own life is to become a source of high expectations for others. As a leader, parent, friend, or partner, you have the power to call forth a masterpiece in someone else. Express genuine belief. Verbally affirm their potential. I know you can handle this. Provide a challenge. Give them meaningful, slightly stretched goals that signal your belief in their capabilities. Offer support, not sympathy. When they struggle, offer resources and encouragement, not pity. Pity confirms inability. Support confirms your belief in their ability to overcome. By lifting others, you create a reciprocal environment of high expectations and reinforce the principle within yourself. Part 3. The Inner Pygmalion. Chapter 7. The Voice in Your Head. This is the most critical chapter. The external world's expectations are a gentle breeze compared to the hurricane of your internal dialogue. You are constantly narrating your own life. Is your narrator a supportive coach or a cruel critic? The inner critic says, "You're going to embarrass yourself. You're not smart enough. See, you always fail." The inner Pygmalion says, "This is a challenge, but you can figure it out. You are capable and resourceful. What can you learn from this?" Your self-talk is the chisel in your own hand. You are either sculpting your masterpiece or chipping away at your own foundation. Chapter 8. The Architecture of Self-Belief. You cannot simply think positive. You must build a new internal narrative, brick by brick. 1. Catch the critic. Notice when your inner voice is destructive. Just the act of noticing robs it of its power. 2. Challenge the evidence. Is it true that you always fail, or is that a gross overgeneralization? 3. Reframe the narrative. Replace the critical thought with a Pygmalion statement. Instead of, "I'm terrible at public speaking," try, "I am becoming a more confident speaker with every opportunity." This is not self-deception. It is consciously choosing to focus on the evidence of your growth and potential, rather than the evidence of your past stumbles. Chapter 9. The Rituals of Expectation. Belief is built through consistent action. Embed high expectations into your daily life. The Morning Declaration. Start your day by stating your expected reality. Today I will handle challenges with grace and find opportunities for growth. Visualization. Spend 5 minutes each day vividly imagining yourself successfully achieving a goal. Feel the emotions, see the details. This primes your RAS, the evening audit. Review your day not for what you did, but for where you lived up to your own high standards. Acknowledge those moments. These rituals are the steady, patient strokes of the sculptor, shaping the marble day by day. Part 4, The Sculptor's Studio. A practical guide. Chapter 10, Chiseling Away Limiting Beliefs. It's time to get to work? Take the list of labels you wrote in Chapter 4. 1. Write the belief, I am not a leader. 2. Trace its origin. My first project team in college was chaotic, and my professor said I didn't take charge. 3. Find counter evidence. But I successfully led the fundraising committee for the animal shelter last year. My friends often ask me for advice. I organized the family reunion. 4. Craft a new empowering belief. I am a developing leader who learns from every experience and inspires others through collaboration. Burn the old list. Keep the new one. Chapter 11. Modeling the masterpiece vision, goals, and the power of vivid detail. Pygmalion didn't just start chiseling randomly. He had a vivid, detailed vision of Galatea. You must have the same for your life. Create a vision. Don't just say, I want to be successful. Describe it. What does your ideal day look like? What does it feel like? What are you doing? Who are you with? Write it down, draw it, create a vision board. Make it so vivid you can taste it. Set Pygmalion goals. These are goals that are slightly beyond what you think is possible. They should stretch your self-concept. The pursuit of a Pygmalion goal will force you to become the person who can achieve it. Chapter 12, The Patient Stroke. Embracing the process of becoming. A masterpiece is not created in a day. There will be dust, debris, and mistakes. A wrong strike of the chisel does not mean the sculpture is ruined. It means you learn, adjust, and continue. Embrace the process. Fall in love with the act of sculpting itself, the daily practice of showing up, holding a high expectation, and taking one more small stroke. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Conclusion. The living statue. The Pygmalion Effect reveals a sublime truth. You are not a fixed, finished product. You are a living, breathing work in progress. You are both the dream and the dreamer, the sculptor and the stone. The power of expectation is the chisel in your hand. The beliefs of others can guide you, but the final, decisive strokes belong to you. The voice in your head, the vision in your heart, the rituals in your day, these are the tools of your transformation. Stop waiting for the gods to bring your statue to life. You have that power. You have had it all along. Believe in the masterpiece within you and strike the marble. Your Pygmalion action plan. 1. Identify your masterpiece. Write your vivid vision for your life 1 year from now. 2. Silence the inner critic. Practice the catch, challenge, reframe technique for 1 week. 3. Curate your studio. Have one courageous conversation to either deepen a relationship with a positive influence or create distance from a negative one. 4. Become a sculptor. This week, consciously express high expectations and belief in one person in your life. 5. Take one daily stroke. Commit to one of the rituals from Chapter 9 every single day. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The masterpiece of a lifetime begins with a single intentional stroke. Begin.